Hello my friends, in this video I'll be showing you the top 50 mods in Baldur's Gate 3's Patch 7's mod manager. So there's a ton of new mods ranging from new spells, classes, summons like Terra, and a mini beholder here. And I'll be covering a whole bunch of them, my favorites. I've handpicked some of these now. This is just 3 days after launch, so there isn't as many as there will be in the future if you're watching this from the future. But I'll be doing a series of these as requested. So yeah, getting into things here, we got some cool ones with the tiny beholder. Now, this just functions like a cat, so really doesn't do a whole lot in combat. You can try to attack, but it doesn't have a very high chance of attacking. It's really just used to meow, and I think that this is a fun little one that I just wanted to start things off with. But we got a lot of cosmetics here. We got some spells, new classes, and everything in between. Now, another one for Gale that I think is awesome is summon Terra here, which gives her a little Ray of Frost and Firebolt. It's not super strong, but hey, anything is cool when you got a little bit extra flair like this. Now, I love when mods are not extremely overpowered. When they're balanced, it keeps the game fun, so being able to do a little Firebolt like that is incredible. Now, I also have some mods that increase the appearances of fires, so whenever we get a fire started, or even ice surfaces, it does change the appearance of them. So you can see it does look a little bit different there, and if we use our ice bolt on top of it, a little bit of a change to the visual effects there, but that's just to start things off. I also got another, I guess we'll start with some fun ones. We got the teabag mod. So this is just literally a little tea bag that you can use if you really want to do something like this. Probably great in multiplayer whenever your friends get knocked down. So yeah, that one is pretty funny. I am using some dye mods here, so I'll get into the cosmetic side of things first because this is what people really enjoy. So there's multiple different color mods. Faerun colors being my favorite because they kind of detail what the colors will look like on the mods. So you can go here and apply different colors to your outfits and to your armors as well. The colors are really nice. There's some that are like pure blacks. Like if you want to have like a pure black, the Leviatar one here is solid for that. So you can get a nice solid black there. And it works really well on armors too. So if you're looking to get your armor dyed, it works well on the armors that previously didn't get the dark coloring, like the armor of agility and the armor of persistence, which typically were quite hard to get dyed the way you want them to. They'd usually just go like a silver, but now we can get them a lot darker. So that's really exciting to now have the ability to get some further changes to the armors that are so much fun to use. So yeah, I think that this is a great mod alongside the custom dyes. These are two more with a bunch of different dyes, so a lot of fun there. I also have the tiny pet pouch, which gives us the tiny beholder. It also has a tiny displacer kitty, a tiny mind flayer, and a tiny Grimishka. So we got our choices here for if you want some mini summons. You can bring in like a little Grimishka there. Love that. Also, I guess for cosmetics, we got Will with a new haircut. I'll be detailing all of these mods on Nexus Mods near the end of this video. But yeah, as for cosmetics, this is pretty fun. There's also some hair mods, and the face is a Faerun, which I did remove, but there is a mod that'll add a ton of different faces from just citizens around the Baldur's Gate city. I really like this mod here, allowing us to get some different hairstyles. So this is more so on the ponytail side of things. You can get things like Shadowheart's braids, so if you want to have Shadowheart's hair in addition to your character's hair. Orin's hair, it adds all of that. You can get it with like the metal if you want to. Or even the one that I was using there, I think works well with the bangs as well. So lots of different hairstyle mods, lots of eye color mods. So if we go into this here, the P4, Padme 4000, she did a great job of making a ton of different mods for different eye colors, hair colors. So I'm using a hair color mod here, just gives a little bit more of a vibrant red. And not sure why it's not showing the highlights there, but yeah, these do add a lot of fun and just customization and further create a character that you really want to look at. So cosmetics being a really big component for myself, I'm big on that. So I guess I'll show you guys as well some of the different subclasses and classes that got added, as well as spells, because we do need to go into here to be able to access the spells. So I'll start with some of the fun ones, and then we'll progress to some of the more serious ones. But we do got some different subclasses here. But one of the funniest spells that I thought was, I guess it's kind of hidden from here. There's a Mend Butt Crack spell somewhere here. I don't know where that is, but another increase is, I really like this one, the bonus action True Strike, because there's no reason you should ever use an action to get advantage on your next attack roll. But True Strike as a bonus action could actually give a lot of synergy for builds, especially early game, as you could use this as a cantrip and then set up like your rogue for a sneak attack. So things like this, great for multi-classing as well. I think that that is solid. So the wizard has a nice subclass there. Also, the warlock gets a few different ones early on. We got the celestial, which is blessed from a powerful being from the upper planes of everlasting bliss. Your pact allows you to experience a touch of holy light. So this is more so a like mix of the cleric into the warlock as well. Gives us the guiding bolt, cure wounds, sacred flame, light, and the healing light, which is a bonus action. Heal one creature you see for within 60 meters of you for 1d6 plus your charisma modifier. I love this. Giving us the ability to get some of these spells is incredible. So that's the celestial. As you go through the levels, you get obviously a lot of different perks alongside that, and you get different spells like spirit guardians and such. The remembrance being another really cool one, giving us the fate of memory. This is the default class for the dark urge if you choose to get this this subclass. So this one's really cool. I guess you get your speak with animals and disguise self and fate of memories. So you add half your proficiency bonus down to ability checks. This is similar to the bard's jack of all trades. And yeah, this one's cool. I guess I'll go through the celestial here just to give you an idea what this looks like as we level up. A lot of these subclasses are really well done. Like even early on in the game, we get some really great subclasses. So obviously agonizing blast, repelling blast. Just want to show off the spell slot choices, and then we'll get into some of the other spells as well. So once we get up here, we can get flaming spear. So that's pretty cool. Hellish Rebuke, and we get some of the spells that we previously would have got. They're in a bit of a mismatched order here. We got Misty Stab, Ray of Enfeeblement, Shatter. So we got our choices there. Pact of the Blade. I'm impressed with the mod so far. Mystic being my favorite one that I've seen thus far. So we'll just go with our charisma improvement there, and then see some more leveled spells. So Pact of Blade, we get our Daylight Sphere. So that's from this as well. And then we can choose for our level 3 spells. Obviously, Hunger Hadarby in there, Counterspell, Vampiric Touch, Hypnotic Pattern, Remove Curse. So this is very balanced. It's not like anything that's super OP, which is nice. And then subclass feature Radiant Soul. You have Link to Celestial, allows you to serve as conduit for radiant energy. You're resistant to radiant damage, and add your charisma modifier to spells dealing radiant or fire damage. So honestly, very balanced spells here. Very balanced classes with the spell selection and all that comes with it. Guardian of Faith, again, this is kind of a mixture of the cleric and things like Wall of Fire, which is something you get as a fiend warlock, darkness, etc. So we go with that. Book of Ancient Secrets. Let's go a little bit further into this to show off some of the spells you'd get. Also Banishment, which is nice to see there. So we get that spell, and we'll take Actor there just for the +1 the charisma, but we also get the Flame Strike, which is previously a cleric spell. This will deal extra fire and radiant damage, which further gets boosted by this. So I looked through some of these subclasses. Really interesting. Kind of funny they put Guardian of Faith there again. You get Hold Monster level 9, which is a little bit early, but yeah, this is an interesting one. You can't even select that, or I guess you can select that. But I'll be going over some of the other ones here just in a moment. We'll just back out of this menu here after we get Celestial Resistance. Gain temporary health points where we finish a short or long rest, equal to your Warlock, plus charisma level. So, pretty cool. That's that for the Celestial Warlock. We go all the way up and you get some extra spells there. But I want to showcase the Mystic art, or the Mystic subclass, or class with subclasses. I expect to see like the Divine Sorcerer as well. The Rogue also got a bunch of boosts. Like I'll be showing, I can't really showcase all of them, but near the end of this video I'll cover a bunch of the extra benefits that some of these classes get. And also we got ourselves the this is the I have the Paladin. So I guess I'll go through this. You can also choose the Oathbreaker Paladin. So there's a subclass that'll allow you to get that, and I guess one of the other subclasses I'll just show you here. We got, I guess I have to go level 2 to get our Divine Smites, but there's a mod that allow you to change your Divine Smites to different damage types. So Prismatic Smite is called. So I'll show you what that looks like. Pretty cool mod. But being able to choose an Oathbreaker Paladin, that's awesome. Getting yourself Hellish Rebuke and inflict wounds early on without having to break your oath. Although it does not give you the Oathbreaker Paladin dialogue options because it'll cause it to break. But you can see here, Prismatic Smite. I guess this does all types of damage, so I can't really showcase that without starting combat, but you got your Manifest Mana Flare Vessel. So this gives us, I guess, the colors on our attacks, which looks really cool. I'll show you off the Mystic class here, though, because I think that that's what is my favorite so far of the classes that we get as mods, because this mod is really in-depth. There is some other subclasses for the Cleric that got added as well, but going down here, the Mystic. So I have 3 classes. There's not a whole lot yet, but there would be more to come. Draconic Cultivator is kind of a Sorcerer Paladin combination. It gives you things like Eldritch Blast too. This is a broken class. It's not meant to be balanced. The Dark Ranger being a really cool mix of like a Necromancer and a Ranger, so the Black Arrow, and you get advantage on enemies with less than half their health and increases critical hit chance against them. So it's really cool, those 2 there. But the Mystic is the one that I'm most interested in. So you get to choose your Mystic Psionic Talent. So this comes with a whole bunch of unique spells. This is one that I think is really interesting to me because you get a bunch of different spells like Mind Thrust, Energy Beam, Psychic Hammer, pulls or push a creature, Mystic Charm. It doesn't seem like it's unbalanced too. That's the thing. So you get a lot of these really great looking spells that aren't too overpowered. I played through with this and I was actually kind of interested in it. And then you have your Psionic Disciples, which there's too many to list. Like, just look at that. So each of these come with their own spells. It's incredible. They have tons of options here. It gives you things like Psionic Grip, Psionic Grasp. Some of these are pretty strong. Some of them are, you know, it's just trying to be as balanced as possible. But yeah, this is crazy. Giving yourself these different choices of spells, really fun. Now, it does have like a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spells here. So I'm impressed. These icons are really well done. I'll be doing a build guide on this here soon because it's really nice. And then we have our subclasses, which gives... What's nice is it shows what you get out of these. So the Avatar of Battle, +1 initiative. Avatar of Healing gives you extra health as a bonus action. Avatar of Speed, using dash as a bonus action. And then gives medium armor and shield proficiencies. This does focus on going above level 12. I know not everyone goes with like those mods, but if you go with the level 20 mod, it has skills upwards of level 14. So this is really well done. Lots of cool subclasses as well, and then you get further disciples. So there's so many choices here. You get a ton of spells, and yeah, this is a really interesting class because you can see here we already got a bunch of options. Primal Fury, you can upcast these, so really interesting. I guess I'll run over here and do my classic attack the teammates just to showcase some of these things. So Mind Thrust, I don't want to attack him. Boo. There's a Psychic attack there. Energy Beam, and you can choose your damage type, further making this fun. And the graphic, the style, the looks of this is really nice too. Eye of Horrors, and reduces target's movement speed. These spells look incredible. Like I'm so impressed with it. And you have side points as your I guess for spell casting, so you can only use so many of these, but even just the cantrips that they have are quite strong. Psychic damage, especially with the Resonance Stone, is super powerful. So yeah, this is a class I'm excited to explore a bit further in depth because there's so much layers to it and a whole lot going on with that. So yeah, I'll get into showing some more of the mods here as we go back to the main menu, because there's 50 of them that I have installed now, and I just want to showcase all 50 of them because I got a lot of them that are really well done. And again, we're going to be seeing a lot more mods as people get more experience with the modding toolkit for Baldur's Gate 3, so expect to see a lot more of these coming forwards. But I'll show you all the ones that I have here. So P4 custom dyes I talked about. Simple hairstyles just gives us the option to get some different hairstyles that are on NPCs. Imp UI improves the UI. Better hotbar 2 works alongside Imp UI to make the hotbar a bit better. I prefer the invisible hotbar, but we'll get to that once it's updated for patch 7. Better dyeing doesn't use your dyes. Faerun colors is another mod that's gives you more dye options. That's the one that I really liked. P4 bangs everywhere is made by Padme 4000, gives us a bunch of different bang options as well. This is made by her as well for a bunch of different eye color options. I guess this one isn't made by her, this is made by someone else. Carry weight extra allows you to carry an infinite amount of things, because carry weight is annoying. Under dark dice, I think these look so nice. Citizens outfits are all outfits that are in the base game, and you can use them on. You can get them as early as Daemon or Aaron traders at the Grove, so that one's really nice. Containers extended adds 26 auto store containers. P4 hair colors gives us more hair color options. Mod manager fixes, I think these are kind of essential just to make this look a little bit more better. K's hair extensions, so this works alongside the bangs option. So P4 bangs everywhere, it gives us bangs. This one gives us the hair extensions on the back. Here's the P4 eye color. So this is the eye color mod that I was using. The Mystic class, incredible, super well done. Unearthed Arcana, it's got a ton of stuff going on there. Shouts out to Mana Flare. This is a really nice mod, and the creator of this mod was in the comments the other day, so shouts out to them. They did an awesome job with making this, and they're going to be making some more improvements to this mod too, so stay tuned for that. Adjustable party limit allows us to increase the party size up to 16, so this is really nice. Worship evil deities allows you to worship Shar and the undead, Dead 3, so you become a cleric of Baal finally. I know there's a lot of viewers that are really excited for that one. Enemy health boost to 20, gives us enemies a 2.5 times their health, which is huge. Nath Fire and Ice is one of the ones I was talking about, increases the fire and ice images that are, I guess, graphics and VFX on the ground. True Strike is a bonus action. This is an essential one. I think that this is something that should have been just the base game. Teabag mod, enough said. This is a funny one. Mend Butt Crack. So this allows you to use a spell, Mend Butt Crack. Pretty funny. Selenite Paladin's Oathbreaker, so this gives us the ability to become an Oathbreaker just from the subclass. You can search up any of these, by the way. People are asking me for time codes on these, but you can literally just search the name of this mod up, and I'm going through all of them here. Preset Mizora gives us the option to make yourself look like Mizora, which is pretty interesting. Helldusk Helmet gives us the ability to see in magical darkness with the Helldusk Helmet, which is its intended purpose, so that's huge. Mana Flare. This is a patch for the Mana Flare spell. Dreads for Will, as I showed off, it looks cool on him, and it gives him a bit thicker of a beard. I just think it's a nice looking mod. I've seen so many Will mods, and pretty interesting. Longstrider Area of Effect spell. Enough said. Longstrider is annoying to apply to everyone. Dragonborn Force Shout. So I got a few Dragonborn buffs, and I think that this is a much needed, because the Dragonborn's by far got the least amount of benefits for playing as one. And Dragonborn buff will add once per combat breath attack instead of the once per short rest. Damage increases on that, sets as a cone, so it doesn't hit just one player. And on a fail, they still take it, and they can be attack as a bonus action. I don't even think this makes the Dragonborn OP, so this is a very welcome one, getting both of these here. Tiny Pets, I covered it. It's cute, it's funny, very demure. Spellblade School, this gives the wizard a Spellblade subclass, which is really interesting. So you can kind of blend between the two classes without having a multi-class. Gale's Fine Familiar Terra. Enough said. This is a really interesting one. Not overpowered. It's just a nice little extra benefit to the game. Prismatic Smite. This is adds all the extra damage to the smites. It's not balanced, but it's pretty funny. Rogue extra attack gives the rogue an extra attack at level 8. I feel like that should be a thing, because the rogue is just so much weaker than the other classes. Typically, you just do a level 3 dip in rogue because of that. Rogue fighting style at level 10, again, same thing, just makes the rogue a little bit more attractive as a class to take all the way to max level. Eldritch Knight War Magic Enhanced. This is a cool one. It allows you to use a cantrip as a bonus action instead of an action using War Magic. So this further makes the Eldritch Knight something that the Eldritch Knight typically is just a throwing build. With this, you can do magic too. I think that's pretty cool. Dark Ranger, as I talked about, it's like a Necromancer Ranger. That's a cool spell. It's a cool class. Mystic Expansion, so this gives even further subclass and disciples for the Mystic class. That's amazing, just further increasing the choices that you get. Draconic Cultivator, this is again that unbalanced class of time. It's like a Draconic Sorcerer and Paladin mixed into one. Throw Stone is a bonus action, another cool one. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but I think that that's just a nice little addition for bonus actions, because sometimes early game clerics don't have much to do, so throwing a rock might be a good choice. Ranger Pets Unarmored. I don't love the armor on the bears and wolves and all the boars and all that, so this takes off the armor but keeps their cool looking changes. Normal Half Illithid, this is, again, people don't like this look, and I don't like it either, so this returns it back to normal. Zoo Tycoon, summon every animal. Couldn't get this one to work, so. Warlock Celestial, as I showed off there, this gives the nice subclass, the Celestial Warlock, very nice. The Warlock Remembrance, which I was talking about, becomes the default Dark Urge class. And Savant Instruments gives you instrument proficiencies whenever you use a instrument. So got some really cool subclasses here. Just wanted to talk about this because I got 50 mods. I counted them out, or 50 plus mods. And yeah, there's a ton more coming. Like as we look through, there's already been a couple that have just been uploaded. So very exciting to see what's possible. Like you can get Tempest Clerics, your Sacred Flame becomes thunder or lightning damage. A lot of little things that don't make massive changes, and I think that that is perfect. So there it is, 50 of the top mods on Baldur's Gate 3's Patch 7 Mod Manager. If you found this video useful, hit that subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.